여러분, 안녕하세요. 제 이름은 Jennifer입니다. So, this is my first demo lesson video and I just wanted to share with you guys what I've learned so far about dito sa topic na inassign sa akin ni Sir Jerwin Balinton, which are the Korean double consonants and final double consonants. So, disclaimer lang guys, I recently started taking Korean lessons, so please do correct me if I make any mistakes, especially sa handwriting, pronunciation, and grammar. Okay? Feel free to correct me. So, making mistakes and learning from them are both part of the learning process, so we shouldn't be afraid of it. Kasi wala namang nag-uumpisa na marunong agad, magaling agad. Lahat talaga nag-uumpisa sa zero. Hindi ko na papatagalin, so let's get started. Our first topic is about the double consonants of Korean alphabet. And I think we are already familiar with the 14 consonants of Korean alphabets, which are the following. Kiyok, kiyok, nian, nian, tiget, tiget, liel, liel, miem, miem, peep, peep. This one is shiut, shiut, iyeng, iyeng, chiet, 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 chiet. This one is kiet, kiet, tiet, tiet, peep, peep. And the last one is heat, heat. So, those are the 14 consonants of the Korean alphabet. Now, let's start with the single consonants that has a double form, and it is kiyuk, tiget, piyuk, shiut, and chiut. These 5 consonants here will be doubled and it will become sang-kiyuk, sang-kiyuk, sang-tiget, sang-tiget, sang-piyuk, sang-piyuk, sang-shiut, sang-shiut, and sang-chiut, sang-chiut. The word sang at the beginning of each letter's name indicates that it is a double or twin consonants. The word sang in Korean means twin or pair. So, now, let's move on to how to pronounce or to how to read them. Right. We all know that Korean consonants cannot be read as it is. We can read them by adding vowel next to them. Let's try it first with the single consonants. Kiyuk, kiyuk plus a equals ka, ka. Tiget plus a equals ta, ta. P plus a equals pa, pa. Shiut plus a equals sa, sa. Chiut plus a equals cha, cha. So, this is ka, ka, ta, ta, pa, pa, sa, sa, cha, cha. Okay. So easy, right? Single or plain consonants are pronounced without any aspiration or burst of air, while double consonants are pronounced with a harder and stiffer voice, unlike the single consonants. Now, let's hear the sounds of the double consonants and pronounce it with the a vowel sound. Okay. Sangkyuk plus a equals ka, ka. Sangdiget plus a equals ta, ta. Sangpiya plus a equals pa, pa, o pa. Sangshiyut plus a equals sa, sa. Sangchiyut plus a equals cha, cha. So from the top, ka, ka, ta, ta, pa, pa, sa, sa, cha, cha, ka, ta, pa, sa, cha. See? It's more stiffer, like ka, ta, pa, sa, cha. These are the sample words of single and double consonants and its meaning. So, dito na tayo sa example nila. I will tell you why is it important to know the difference between them after we read it. So, sa Korean pronunciation kasi, halos pag narinig mo sila is parang pareho lang. Pero, hindi pala ganun. Kasi, kahit isang letter lang yung pinagkaiba nila, magkaiba talaga sila ng meaning o ibig sabihin. Kunwari, example, word key. Key and key. Key and key. Key is energy and key. Key is talent. 'Di ba? Parang magkapareho lang sila ng pronunciation halos, pero magkaiba sila ng meaning. So, second is tal. Tal and tal. Tal and tal. Tal is moon and tal is daughter in English. Next is pang. Pang. Pang and pang. Pang and pang. Pang is room and pang is bread. Next is sal. Sal. Sal and sal. Sal. Sal is flesh and sal is rice. Next is chada. Chada. Chada and chata. Chata. Chata is to sleep and chata is salty. Yun yung pagkakaiba nila. So ngayon, alam na siguro natin kung bakit mahalagang ma-distinguish kung single or double consonants yung ginamit sa word na yun. Kasi Korean language is so delicate. A single mistake in writing and pronouncing can make a significant difference in the meaning of each word, phrase, and sentence. Gaya ng sinabi ko kanina, 'di ba? Na hindi porket magkatunog sila magkapareho na rin sila ng ibig sabihin. That's why we have to be more careful when it comes to it. We just really need to study more and concentrate more when reading or pronouncing every single Korean syllable and word. Now, let's move on to our next topic, which is the Korean final double consonants. From the word final and double, we already know where to look for consonants, right? Pag sinabing final o double, ibig sabihin nasa hulihan, 'di ba? So this is an example of a syllable with the two consonants at the end. Like consonant first, vowel second, and consonant din sa huli. Korean alphabets always start with a consonant and vowel in the middle and another consonant at the final. Final. Korean alphabets can generate 5 double consonants. Yun yung kanina. Sangkyuk, sangdikut, sangpiyup, sangshiyut, and sangchiyut. In addition to 14 single consonants, right? But wait, there's more. It can also generate 11 final double consonants. Like what? Seriously? Yes, you hear that right. But why? It's becoming more confusing. So we have to study more to understand and learn more about it. So, etong sunod na topic natin is the 11 final double consonants. Kiyok shiyut, kiyok shiyut, piyup, piyup shiyut, piyup shiyut, riyul shiyut, riyul shiyut, niyan shiyut, niyan shiyut, riyul tiyut, riyul tiyut, riyul piyup, riyul piyup, riyul hiyut, riyul hiyut, niyan hiyut, niyan hiyut, riyul kiyuk, riyul kiyuk, riyul miyum, riyul miyum, riyul piyup, riyul piyup, and last is riyul piyup, riyul piyup. So those are the 11 final double consonants of the Korean alphabet. So let's talk about some example words with the final double consonants. Okay, we're gonna write it and read it. Number 1 is this. Nok. 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 Turo ko sa inyo kung paano basahin yun mamaya. Pakita ko muna yung mga sample. Next is up. 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 Next is cool. 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 Next is an. 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 This is hal. 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 And this is null. 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 Examples are tak. 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 Sam. 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 Papta. 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 This one is upta. Upta. So, you see that in the first group of words, only the first letter and the final consonant is being pronounced. Yung unang letter lang dun sa dalawang consonant na yun yung pinronounce or binasa, binigkas, or whatever. In the second group of words, the second letter is in the final consonants is pronounced. How about the third group? Kung dun sa unang group is yung first consonant, sa second group is yung second consonant, paano naman yung sa third group? So, the third group of words having final double consonants lil piyup and lil piyup is an exception. Why? Due to the fact that neither of the two letters were used, and I'm going to explain that later on. So, we previously discussed several examples of Korean words with a final double consonants and wondered why they employ two consonants if they only read one of them. Bakit nga ba? Bakit nga ba dalawa pa yung nilagay nila sa ilalim kung isa lang naman yung babasahin? 'Di ba? So, ito yun. They only read one consonant if it's just a word or a syllable. Isa lang naman yung nagagamit kapag isang syllable lang din yung binabasa. Pero, ibang usapan na kapag may kasunod na letra o na word, na syllable. Because when a non-boss consonant is followed by another word or syllable, the task of the non-boss consonants begins. So, ayun nga. Kapag may kasunod na syllable or word yung dalawang final consonant na yon is meron ng pagbabagong mangyayari. Pero, it will also relies on which or what letter comes next. Nakadepende pa din yun sa kung anong letter o kung anong syllable yung kasunod ng dalawang final consonants na yun. So, there are so many exceptions pagdating sa Korean language, particularly in the final double consonants. So, let's try to concentrate and focus more on listening and pronouncing that words. Now, let's look at some more guidelines and examples for final double consonants. This is the first rule for Nian Hit and Lil Hit. So, when Nian Hit, when Nian Hit and Lil Hit are followed by a vowel. Hit, this one, Hit will become a silent letter. And the final consonant Nian and Lil will also become the initial consonant of the next syllable. Okay. Ang gulo, di ba? So, ganito yun. Ito. Quenchana. So, this one is the hit. And, sa next word ay, di ba wala na siya? Tapos, yung niyan ay, wala na yung hit dito. Tapos dito, siya na yung naging initial consonant nitong sumunod na syllable. Okay, kita niyo guys. Yan. Quenchana is it's okay in English word. Another example is Irilka. Ang hirap mag-send. Hirap bigkasin. Irilka. Iril ka is should I work in English? So, ito yung dalawang final double consonant, which is lil and hit. And it follows with a vowel u. U. So, ayun. 'Di ba? Nawala yung hit dito sa second word and yung lil ay naging initial consonant dito sa second syllable. Tama? Iril ka. Hindi ko alam kung yun yung tamang bigkas. Please correct me po. So, that is the first example rule of the Nian hit and Lil hit. Apart from the rule that only the Nian and Lil consonants are the one that will be pronounced, another rule states that if the consonant hit is followed by kiyuk, tigit, and chiyut, these three letters will become aspirated consonants. Kiyuk will be replaced with kiyuk, tigut will be replaced with tiyut, and chiyut will be replaced with chiyut. So, apart dun sa rule na yung Nian and Lil consonants lang yung ipopronounce, meron pang another rule na kapag ang hit sa final consonants ay may kasunod na kiyuk, tigit, and chiyut sa susunod na syllable, yung tatlong letter na yon ay magiging aspirated. Aspirated o yung mas madiin ng konti yung pagbasa kaysa dun sa plain consonants. So, for examples, Manteo. Manteo. It's dried pollock in English. Kung mali po yun, please correct me. Second word is Kwenchanku. Kwenchanku ay magiging Kwenchanku. Kwenchanku. Final consonants, Nian hiyat. Tapos may kasunod siya na tigit. Kaya naging, yung tigit naging tiyit. 'Di ba? Dito sa second word. So, ganun din dito sa the rest na examples. Yung nian hiyat may kasunod na chiyat, kaya naging chiyat. Yung lil hiyat may kasunod na digat, kaya naging tiket dito sa kabila. Tiyat pala, sorry. So, yan yung mga examples. Another rule is when hiyat is followed by shiyat. Shiyat. The consonant hiyat is silent letter as usual, and shiyat will be replaced with sang shiyat or will become sang shiyat. So, ibig sabihin, kapag ang double consonant na may hiyat sa dulo ay may kasunod na shiyat consonant, yung shiyat magiging sang shiyat. Tindihan niyo guys. So, yun. Ito yung mga example niya. Ilso. 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 And lil hiyat, tas may kasunod na shiyot. Ito, mali lang ito. Mali. May sobrang letter S dito. So, dito sa next word ay Silsumnida. Silsumnida. Kwenchasumnida. Kwenchasumnida. Ito. Nian hit. Tapos may kasunod na shit. So, may napansin ba kayo guys? In the second and third example, did you notice that the pronunciation with the word supnida changed into sumnida? That's because when piyuk precedes with nian, it makes a miyam sound. So, kapag nagkasunod yung nagkasunod yung piyup at neon, piyup will put more pressure to neon. So, ayun, nagiging miyum yung sounds nilang dalawa kapag ka magkasunod sila. So, another rule is that when Lil as a last consonant and neon as the initial consonant of the next syllable, neon will be replaced by Lil and it will become the initial consonant of the next syllable too. So, ayun, kapag daw ang Lil as a final consonant ay may kasunod na neon in the next syllable, yung neon daw ay mapapalitan ng Lil. Yun. Yun yung another rule. Na kapag yung Lil may kasunod na neon, automatic magiging Lil din siya. Magiging Lil din yung initial consonant ng next syllable. So, for example, Ilinda. Parang basa dito is Ilnunta. Pero yung narinig ko sa is Ilunta. Parang ganun, ganito. Ilunta. Tapos, Kureyo. Parang ito dito sa parang mababasa mo siya. Kulneyo. Pero yung totoong basa sa kanya is Kuleyo. Ewan ko. Basta yun. Basta hindi siya kulneyo. Okay? So, again, that's the rule of the neon hiyut and lil hiyut as a final double consonants. So now let's move on to the rules of kiyok shiyut, lil shiyut, and piyop shiyut. When the double consonants ended with shiyut and followed by another shiyut, the initial consonants of the next syllable will be sang shiyut or double shiyut. So, ayun. Kapag daw ang final consonant na kiyok shiyut, lil shiyut, and piyop shiyut ay may kasunod na shiyut sa another syllable or sa next syllable, yung initial consonant daw nung next syllable na yun is mapapalitan ng sang shiyut. Okay? So, imbis na sa yung sa next syllable ay magiging sa. Now, let's move on to the 3 ways on how to use neon shiyut. 3 ways. Okay? First, neon shiyut and followed by a vowel. Kung yung neon shiyut ay may kasunod na vowel, only the neon sound will be pronounced and shiyut will be the initial consonant in the next syllable. So, kung yung word is may final consonant na neon shiyut, yung neon lang yung ipopronounce and yung shiyut ay magiging initial consonant nung kasunod na syllable. So, for example, onjo. Okay? 'Di ba? NJ. Neon shiyut yung final double consonants, pero yung neon lang yung pinronounce. So, onjo. Tapos dito, sa next syllable is, ayan, naging shiyut na yung initial consonant niya. So, next word is Angel. Dito is, ayan, nawala yung shiyut sa final consonant at naging initial consonant siya dito sa next syllable. Okay? Second rule is when Nian Jiut is followed by a Hiat. Only Nian will be pronounced and Jiut will become Chiut and also become the initial consonant of the next syllable. Okay, parang katulad din nung sa umpisa, sa unang rule. Kung yung Nian Jiut naman ay may kasunod na Hiat as a initial consonant dun sa susunod na syllable, yung Jiut ay magiging Chiut. Jiut ay magiging Chiut. And siya rin yung magiging initial consonant nung susunod na syllable. Like for example, Anchiku. So this is the final double consonant and this is the Hiat. So yung rule is yung Jiut dito sa final consonant ay magiging Chiut. So mali lang. Chiut. At siya rin yung magiging initial consonant ng susunod na syllable like this. Third is when Nian Jiut is followed by Kiuk, Tigut, Shiut, and Chiut. Nian will always be the one to pronounce and Chiut will become silent letter. But the following initial consonant, Kiuk, Tigut, Shiut, and Chiut, will become double consonants because Jiut will put more pressure to it. So, kapag yung Nian Jiut daw ay may kasunod na Kiuk, Tigut, Shiut, and Jiut as the initial consonant dun sa susunod na syllable, ay magiging double consonant daw ito. Like this one. So, anta. Ito ang Nian Jiut and this is Tigut. So, dahil ito. Jiut put more pressure to Tigut. That's why in the second word, Tigut is naging double consonants na. So, sang digat na siya. So, ang basa is anta. Anke. Anchi. Ani. So, however, the last word will be pronounced because Nian has the nasal sound and no other consonant can do anything about it. So, here, Jiut will only become silent letter in this word, ani. Baka magtaka kayo kasi nawala namang yung Jiut hindi naman naging Chiut. Yun nga, kasi nga Nian is a nasal sound. Kaya kahit sinusundan niya yung Jiut, walang magbabago kasi nasal sound siya and no any other consonant can do anything about it. So, let's proceed to Lil Giuk and Lil Miyum rule. So, these two final consonant is different from the others because its rule is that the second consonant will be the one to be pronounced. So, dun sa mga naunang final double consonant is yung unang letter yung binabasa, di ba? So, dito sa Lil Kiyok and Lil Miyum, yung pangalawang letter naman yung gagamitin or ipopronounce. For example, tak, 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 ayan. Lil Kiyok. Pero yung Kiyok, itong tatlo na to, bali yung binasa. Tapos yung Lil ang naging silent letter. So, tak, tak, sam, sam. So, ayan, ganyan. Ito lang yung binasa. Itong tatlong letter lang. Naging silent letter yung first consonant. So, yun yung pagkakaiba dun sa mga naunang final double consonants. Silang dalawa, yung rule nila is babasahin o ipopronounce yung pangalawang letter. Hindi katulad dun sa mga nauna. Okay. But, it also has an exception because when these two final double consonants are followed by another word or syllable that starts with a vowel, the Lil sound will take over the final double consonant position and the second consonant, which is Kiyuk and Miyum, will become the initial consonant of the next syllable. So, yun nga, sa Korean language, sobrang daming exceptions. Lalo na dito sa final double consonants. Kaya, ayun, talagang hindi permanent na ganun yung use nila kasi wari may kasunod na word or syllable and ayun, nandun sa rule nila yun, pwedeng magbago yung use ng bawat isa. So, for example, il koyo. 'Di ba yung rule dun sa una is yung sa unang example na pinakita ko is yung second yung babasahin kasi nga yun yung rule ng Lil Kiyok. Kaso, yun nga, may exception yung rule na yun. Dahil kapag ka may kasunod na another syllable, pwedeng mabago yung pagkabasa sa kanilang dalawa. So, Lil Kiyok, dito sa dalawa na to, ang gagamitin na is yung Lil. So, magiging il koyo. Il koyo yung basa dito, imbis na ikoyo. Pangit naman, diba? So, dito sa pangalawa is il moyo. Il moyo. Il moyo. Diba? Yun yung exception dun sa rule ng Lil Kiyok and Lil Miyum. Lastly, the Lil Piyok consonant. This is also an exception. Why? Hindi ko rin alam kung bakit ganun. With these two as a final consonant, neither one of them will be pronounced because Lil Piyok will become silent and the Piyok sound will be the final consonant sound of the syllable. So, ayun na nga. Kapag ka itong Lil Piyok ang nasa final double consonant, hindi yun ang magiging sound nila, kundi magiging Piyok sound. Piyok. Piyok. Parang P sound. Ganun. Like, for example, this one. Diba? Upta. 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 So, ayun. Diba? Yung Lil Piyok parang hindi binasa. Hindi siya na-pronounce talaga. Dahil ang ipinalit ay Piyok. Piyok. So, upta. Upta. Diba? Yan. Naging double, double tigot dahil dito din sa Piyok. So, ayun na nga. Ayun na nga. Sobrang nakakalito, di ba? Nakakalito yung role ng mga final double consonants. So, ayun, again, this is a part of my research. So, if ever na may mali man, especially dun sa mga pinagsasabi ko, correct me na lang po. All I know is that in final double consonants, there is no such thing as permanent use, either first or second of those consonants. It will always depend on the situation. So, let's continue to learn more and concentrate about this one. That's all for today, and I hope na kahit papano ay makatulong ang video na ito in the future para sa mga katulad kong mag-aaral na gustong mag-aral at matuto ng Korean language. Let's keep on fighting, guys. See you on my next video. Annyeong, 여러분!